If you don't know who Fewocious is, well, today is your lucky day. Fewocious is roaring in the jungle. Hardcore, my people, my fellow Ethereans. Welcome to the channel. You know who it is. It's Ether9 TV, BFAM, at your service once again. Now, let me put on your radar who this being is. First and foremost, I need you, if you want to, that is, go to your YouTube and type in Fewocious, how a 17-year-old created an online digital art and NFT empire. This was on Nuggets News channel. Now, for those who don't know who this guy is on the left-hand side, this is Nuggets, Mr. Nuggets. He is an Australian guy that was around, but unfortunately, he scammed people out of their cryptocurrency, people. He scammed other YouTubers out of their money to invest in the project. It all went Pete Tong. It all went wrong. And he's out the game. I first came across Fewocious on this guy's channel over a year back. And the interview, I was inspired by this guy. At that time, this guy was 17 years old. Now, when I first saw him, I was confused. I was like, is it a she? Is it a him? But Tutu's, he's trans, or she is transgender. So, she was a she. Is a male stuck in a female body. So, Fewocious likes to be, I think, referred to as a male. Okay? But anyway, cut a long story short, go and check out this interview by this Fewocious dude over a year back. And then what I need you to do is go and check out this interview on Bankless. Go to YouTube, type in Bankless, and see Fewocious on life, art, and NFTs on overpriced JPEG. Great interview. Let me just play the first few minutes.
The first time Fewoworld was ever brought up was the artifact drop. And then after that, it was just thinking on how can this world be expanded. I am so like hungry to explore the world more because I was trapped in this abusive household for so long. I'm free now. Let's explore everything.
Let me pause that. Now, his background is... it's a story and a half. Yo, Fewocious, if you come across this video at any point, you need to write a movie about your life, because it's very inspiring to other people out here. And people like you, you're a great being. Very creative. So, that's another video, my fellow Ethereans, you need to go and check out. Also, another interview with Fewocious is with Gary V. If you don't know who Gary V is, you need to go and check who Mr. Gary V is. A great entrepreneur, been around for the last 20 plus years. I ain't gonna go into his story, but it's another great story as well. But let's focus on Fewocious. This guy is kicking it out of the ballpark. Recently, he has just dropped his new project a few days back, around the 3rd of this month, April. The project is called Fewoworld. If you go to Fewoworld.io, that's FEWOWORLD.io, and go and check it out. Now, there is no roadmap. Don't get scared, because when Bored Ape Yacht Club came out, there was no roadmap, and that put me off Bored Ape Yacht Club. I'm being honest. I'm like, I want to see a roadmap. I want to see what you guys are doing. But hey, right now, I don't give a monkeys if a project ain't got a roadmap. I use my ether senses and figure it out otherwise. For whatever reason, he has no roadmap. Because this is how creative this guy is. I'm telling you, people. After you watch those interviews, you will see what I'm talking about. Now, if we scroll down, welcome to Fewoworld, a universe created by Fewocious and the Web3 community. People, it's all about the community. Fewoworld is the first generative art project from the mind of Fewocious. People, it's the first generative art project. You need to pay attention to what BFam is saying. Unlike anything he has created before. I'm going to pause right there. Let's go back to in time and see what Fewocious has been doing before this Fewoworld, his new project. Now, these are just a few of his works. Can you see the prices, people? The everlasting beautiful Fewocious. $550,000, equivalent to 227 ETH. Bored Ape Yacht Club, eat your heart out. Blew it out of the water. Afraid to be myself. Another piece. Last sold for 250 bags, 103 ETH. The original price was $5,000, people, and change. There were only 5 editions. You heard me, right? Okay. Another one, a peek in my head. $158,000, people. 65 ETH. You want to see more? Be my guest. Go to his website, Fewocious.com, and check it out. Now, this guy's story is so brilliant. He's already had his artwork in Christie's and Sotheby's. For those people who don't know what Christie's and Sotheby's are, these are marketplaces where you take your physical items and go and sell it there, over here in Londinium. These are renowned places where people who are into the art world go and sell their wares, people, for crazy moolah, crazy money. Well, Fewocious is the youngest being that has produced work for Sotheby's and Christie's, kicking it out of the ballpark. And this happened last year. So, as I said, I've been watching this bean with my beady little eyes, my 9 ether eyes. Okay? And it hit me up on the radar through Bankless. He's coming out with a project. Another project, right? So I'm like, you know what? That's it. B-fam, I've had enough. I've had enough. I've had it up to here. I'm seeing his stuff sell for crazy moolah. Let's go to Nifty Gateway and see what other stuff that he's done before I get to his project right now. This is a one-off piece of artwork. Last sale price, $85,000, people. Woo! Crazy. Originally, it was $21,000. Hey, this is what's happening. This got released in 2020, December 2020, for 20 bags, $21,000. It last sold for $85,000. Who doesn't like that sort of profit? I know I do. All right, it may not be 100 times your money, but here what? I'm okay with this. I'm okay with that, and so should you. What else has he done? He's worked with a fashion brand called Artifacts, and he produced some clothing, digital clothing, obviously, NFT stroke, you know. And Fewocious, legendary shoes, only 121 of these. They started off at $10,000, sold out, boom. Then you have the epic Fewocious, 5,000 each, only 207 of them. Then you have the rear shoes, only 280 of them, $3,000 each. Now, let's go onto the marketplace. And by the way, I need you guys to research RTFKT Studios, Artifacts. Go and research this company. The guys who set up this Artifacts, they only started it around a year and a half. Yeah, a year and a half. Maximum 2 years. They sold it the other day for, I can't even remember. I think it was a few nearly $1 billion, people. Something crazy like that. If not, it was close to there, people. It was close. 3 guys, I think it is. Just started, just came to the space. Boom. Sold their company for crazy moolah. And they are dealing with the fashion industry. Now let's look at these traders on the secondary marketplace and see what type of money are they going for. Oh my days. The rear shoes are going for $35,000. The floor price. That's the minimum you're paying for it, people. The epic trainers are going for $149,000. That's the minimum you're paying for him. Depending on who you're buying it from, some people may be selling it for double that. No joke. People, I don't need to do any more research into this guy in terms of his works and what type of money they are going for. I don't need to do no more. Everything has been documented for the last 1.5 to 2 years. It's there for you and I to see. And now he has launched his new project, as I said, Fewoworld. What else does this project sorry, I'm getting my words muddled up. This is a paint drop. Paint is the building block to all of life in Fewoworld. This is from the website, people, not me. Right? Holders of paint drops will be able to eventually unlock things in Fewoworld, including canvas and pharaohs. People, if you hold any of these drops that you see bouncing up and down on the screen and changing into FW, they will unlock other things within this metaverse, universe, NFT world. Right? And remember, this is Fewocious' first project that's dealing with the multiverse, metaverse, universe, whatever. The more paint in your paint drop, the more you'll be able to unlock in Fewoworld. People, this is absolutely huge. What else is happening in Fewoworld? Canvas is a reward for top paint holders and paint party attendees. That is coming soon. Pharaohs are the cute little inhabitants of Fewoworld, which is coming soon. So you're going to have characters within this space, people, within Fewoworld. They have not been revealed yet. The canvas has not been revealed yet. But the way to access them is by having one of these paint drops. Talk about value. Just like if you had a Bored Ape Yacht Club, you would have got a dog kennel club. Also, you would have got a mutant ape. Also, you'd have got 10,000 ape coins. 3 separate drops for the one NFT that you bought. Talk about value, and that is just a Bored Ape Yacht Club. So I expect something similar coming out of Fewocious's mind, because as I said, this guy is very, very, very creative, and that is what I look for when it comes to some of these NFT projects, people. The person who is behind the design. And Fewocious is just getting started. I see big things for Fewocious in the future. Don't get it twisted. He went from 0 to hero in 2 years. He sold out pieces of his work in less than 5 minutes, and he made 3 million plus in one sale in less than 5 minutes, people. It goes to show you the magnitude of the space that we're in. Remember, at one point, his own family, certain members of his own family were ridiculing his artwork, saying that it's not going to get you anywhere. And boy, did he prove them wrong. He proved them so wrong. You know, he was in school and he didn't have any friends. Right? Imagine that you're in school and you don't have any friends. You know what? How would that make you feel? How would that make you feel if one of your sons or daughters was in school and they couldn't get any friends because of how they looked or whatever? How would that make you feel? I know how would that make me feel. You know. So, and now look at him. He's got so many friends across the globe. But as I said, to get the full gist of that of his story, check out the videos. Now let's go to Nifty Gateway, because Nifty Gateway is the place to be when it comes to quality. No, I shouldn't say quality, but people who are deep into the art world. They a lot of them first go to Nifty Gateway. And if you don't know what Nifty Gateway is owned by the Winklevoss twins. They own a good about 2% of the overall bitcoins that are out there on the market. They came out with this platform in 2020, and it was the first NFT marketplace, in fact, that I literally bought an NFT before OpenSea. I bought an NFT back in 2020, and I made 5 times my money on that particular NFT in about 7 months. So, going back to Fewocious and Fewoworld, there were 2 types of NFTs that came out for this project. The Fewoworld paint drawing, which there were only 5 editions. I'm not sure what was the starting price, but right now, as you can see, the floor price is 122 grand, people. 122 grand. That's right, dollars, not pounds, dollars. Heinous, absolutely heinous. Now, I bought one of these yesterday, these paint drops. If I got in on the first day, which was a few days back, if I was lucky enough or early enough, I could have picked one up for $1,000. But unfortunately, I missed that, so I picked one up for $1,700. Yesterday, people. This was the 6th of April. I'm doing this video on the 7th of April. 24 hours later. People, can you see the floor price right now? Let me scroll back up. Owners, there's just over 4,282 owners. The floor price is $2,800, people. Now, yesterday I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna ape in, right? Because I can see this thing blowing up, right? But I want it to come back down. You know, I was saying, all right, I'm gonna buy one, and hopefully it will come back down, you know, to around the 1,000 level mark, and I could pick up another one. Did it? Duh. 2,800 the next day. I'm like, is B-Fam selling his drop? Hell no. No. I'm in this for the long term, people. I'm waiting for the canvas. I'm waiting for the character. I ain't selling shite. Hell no. In fact, I'm going to buy me another one. I'm going to do some trading and get me some profit. And with that profit, I'm going to buy me another paint. I need another paint, right? $2,800 is the floor price right now. Heinous. So in the secondary sales market, there's been 121 sales so far. Heck. Now, in total, I think there is 30,000 of these paint drops. 30,000 people. That's correct. So that's what is on the market right now. As you can see, some of them are going for 3 grand, 3.5. Crazy money, people. Crazy money. And 4 grand. And if you think this is crazy money, I'm telling you right now, people, the only way is up. The only way is up. Now, I'm not even sure if I've got paint 1 or paint 2, as you can see. They've got paint 1 or paint 2. I'm not even sure what I got. As long as I got, I don't really care. You got paint 3 as well. Jeez, man, I gotta get me some more paint, people. I gotta get me some more paint, so when the canvas is launched, I can go into that world and paint what I want, be creative, you know, do my own thing. But put this on your radar. If you got any spare ETH, if you got any spare dollars, this may not be a bad idea for the long term. I ain't looking to like do no short term trading on this. Hell no. I'm looking to buy and hold and chill. So as you can see, in fact, my bad, this was listed on the 29th of March. So it's been around just over a week, people. Just over a week. Well, all I can say is not financial advice, but BFAM, in terms of probability of this project doing well, it's in the 90s, people. It's in the 95 plus. In fact, it's in the 99.9 for BFAM. Straight, it's simple as that. 99.9% for me, personally. Because, as I said, I've been following this guy for the past nearly 2 years, watching closely, waiting for my time to jump in on one of his works, and now this is the time for BFAM to ape in to one of Fewocious' work. So put that on your radar, people. Put that on your radar. What else is going on? You know, I mentioned Illogix, this free project that you could have minted for free. I missed the mint. I went on the same day. There was about 800 mints left, but because I did not register on their Discord, I couldn't mint any, people. I couldn't mint any. So right now, there's 5,000 owners. There's 8.9 thousand items. The floor price is 0.15. A few days ago, it was yesterday. In fact, I think it was 0.24. So it's come down a bit, and that's what I like to see, because I like to buy low and shot it high. But the reveal of what they actually look like has not been revealed yet. So we'll have to wait and see. So that is Illogix. What else is happening? Gary V, Mr. Gary V. If, as I said, go and check out the interview with Gary V and Fewocious. But Gary V has his own NFTs. They've been around for a hot minute. As you can see, the floor price is 15.9 ETH. And 10,000 of them, and just over 5,000 owners. As you can see, my 7-year-old daughter was the artist behind Gary V's projects, V Friends, and he gave my 7-year-old just 1 ETH, and now the floor price is 15 ETH. I'm only joking, people, but you get what I'm saying. Literally, a 7-year-old could have done these pictures, right? I'm sure Gary V went to a primary school and like, yo, you little children, do some drawings for me. I got an NFT project. I'll pay you a few dollars, and I will sell them for 15 ETH. I don't know, but Gary V, you know I'm only joking, Gary V, but there is benefits that come with, depending on what NFT that you have. You get certain benefits to his seminars or whatever, interviews or whatever. So go and check Mr. Gary V's project out, but he's coming out with another drop next week, Tuesday. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's the 12th, right? It will be the 12th of next month for people who own V Friends already, and I think if about a week afterwards, that will be the main launch of V Friends version 2, which will go out to the public, right? So go and check that out. Go into their Discord, their Twitter, and verify those dates that I have just mentioned. And I think the starting price will be $1,000 from the article I saw earlier on. So VFriends version 2 are coming out in a week or two, and the starting off price will be $1,000, people. Right now, for VFriends version 1, you're paying nearly 16 Ethereum. So you do the math, 16 times $3,500. It's a whole lot of money. Okay, so what else is going on in the NFT space? I'll tell you what's going on. My dog, Snoop Dogg, yeah, or Bob Marley, or whatever. What name did he call himself back in the day? Marley Dog or something like that? I don't know. Snoop Dogg, you do your thing. Anyway, Snoop Dogg is collaborating with Cardano NFTs called Clay Nation. You need to go and check it out, people. I mean, this is the Claymates, right? And then what you need to do is go and check out the prices of Clay Nation, right? It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. Woo! 10,000 owners. The floor price is, you might say, 3,000 Cardano, which is around $7,000. And as you can see, these are the Claymates of Clay Nation. Their old metaverse on the Cardano blockchain. Snoop Dogg has jumped in on the bandwagon once again because he's got NFTs with the sandbox, and he's got some land within the sandbox, and I think Decentraland as well, if I'm not mistaken. But check that out to verify that. But yeah, this is Snoop Dogg collaborating with Cardano's Clay Nation. Check it out, people. Check it out to put on your radar. Once again, don't say BFam doesn't do his best to keep you up to breast what's going on within the cryptocurrency ecosphere. Now, what's happening with the market so far? Well, remember, I told you, I've been using this getorex.com, and the last video I did, I said I'm doing a little trade with Solana. Now, at the moment, Bitcoin, as you can see, is just taking a little cool-off period. As you can see from the red triangle that came up on the 31st of March, and ever since then, we have been slowly winding down in price. But I took a short on Solana, meaning I bought Solana at one price, expecting the price to go down, because that's what shorting means. You make money on the price of the asset if it goes down. And on the last video, I told you I was in the red a bit, but now I've taken my profit. I've been in the green, people. I took my about 7% profit on that trade, and the red triangle came up for Solana on the 4th of April, round about, the price was around $130, and right now the price is $115, people. So according to GetOrex indicator that you can use for free, people, free, that's right, free, it ain't gonna cost you a penny. If you had bought Solana at that price and you were shorting it, you are still in profit if you haven't sold. I sold around about 116, I think I sold. No, 117, I think it was. Took my profit, took my filling for my sandwich, and now I'm just sitting down, chilling, waiting. But my point being, for those people who are not used to trading, this is a very easy platform for you to practice on. You can start off with $10, $100, money that you don't need, money that you can afford to lose. Play around with little bits of money. I mean, don't get me wrong, when you're first learning how to trade, you do have demo accounts on certain platforms where you're playing with play money. But to be honest, from my perspective, it's better to use so-called, quote, real money, right? But use a little bit that you don't mind pissing up the wall, right? So play around with $10, $100, and once you feel confident, then you can increase it as time goes on. But that was a successful short on Solana, just to give you guys a heads up. Now, as you know, make sure you leave a comment, because it helps the algorithm to spread the word for my channel. Click up the like button or dislike button. Also, share it with your friends, family, strangers, and make sure you click the notification bell, so when BFam does a video, you will be informed by the powers that be behind YouTube. I hope you enjoyed the video. Enjoy your day or evening or night, wherever you are on planet Earth, and I will catch you on the rebound. Peace.